Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is Gail and today I have some Outgoing Happy Meal. This is Halloween Happy Meal from Mary. She is Sweet Gerber Daisies, one of my besties. And we have done a Cinder's Choice swap on everything. Now originally it started off as like, hey, let's do a padded envelope swap. And then I need more room for packaging and goodies because one of the things I'm sending is very delicate, so I need to wrap it up really well. So I'm going to send a bigger box, but I kept the handmade stuff to the size of this envelope for the most part. There's one more thing. I don't want to reveal yet. It is so amazing. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm just going to hop right in. We did Cinder's Choice. Now, the original idea was to do a Tim Holtz item and then Cinder's Choice. So basically, I did all of the paper stuff in 31 and did a Tim Holtz project, which I will reveal in just a moment. But let's go ahead and talk about the rest of this stuff. This is one of the altered Dollar Tree signs. So you get two of these little wooden signs for $1, and I just went ahead and took the little sticker that came on it off, and I created this background using black cardstock and then some Distress Oxide sprays, and then also the Heidi Swap Shine. I forget what it's called in gold, and they don't even make it anymore. But I found some in my stash and I wanted to use it up. And I just have some flowers from the collection, one of the little cutouts. I just used a frame die that was a similar shape to the sign. I have a little rosette here with the chipboard from the collection and a wax seal that I made. I just am really happy with how it came out. It's really cute. And I can't remember who was making these and inspired me. But if someone lets me know, I will make sure to tag them and give them credit. Now this was just, I hadn't planned on making a wand, but I had these two rosettes left over and I didn't want to store them until next year. So I decided just to make a quick little wand, and I just added a die cut, some trim, and one of the chipboard pieces from the collection. I'll probably put a bow here, but like I said, I just kept it very simply layered. That's my style. All right. And then I just have a Memory Dex card here. I was trying my hand at making a taller Memory Dex card. I usually just stick to the standard little die that I have, but I just wanted to, I don't know, think outside the box. So I kind of just made a taller one, and it has one of the journaling cards that I backed up onto some black cardstock. I have one of the Shaker Ghosts, and I gave him another little ghosty friend right there. This is one of the pumpkin chipboards. I added 2 puffy stickers to it. This is another little chipboard, and I added one of the Target puffy stickers. And then I have made a loaded tag. And for the loaded tag, I have been making these for like every swap that I make, and I love it so much. This is just like a little clip, so I'm going to add him on there somewhere. But I have just used one of the cutouts from the collection. This is a pink puffy star from my stash, and then I had purchased these gold faux leather stars from Ally to use for Halloween this year. This is just a spiderweb die cut that I made. I topped it with one of the little Doodlebug doilies. I got those from Christina. This is one of the spiderweb felt dies from Tuesday Morning a few years ago. I have used the cat from the collection and a chipboard from the collection and put a little ghosty guy in his trick-or-treat bucket there. And as far as what's on the inside, now I think I'm going to add a dangle to this little shovel. But I will wrap the beads when I do TV tonight, when I watch TV. And I hadn't been able to wrap beads. I was waiting for my thumb to heal. It's finally healed. My nail is even starting to grow back there. I lost a big, anyway. Okay, so the shovel is there. I'm going to add a couple little wrapped beads to that. This is the sequin mix that I made, and I'm really just loving the colors of this collection. It is so pretty. I just love it. So I have some black and white, I have pink, I have orange, I have gold, I have black, and I just really thought it was really cute. I just topped it with a little rosette, 2 puffy stickers, and a little pink skull that Haley, who's Supreme Glitter Queen, gifted me in a swap a year or two ago. And I have 2 shakers for her. So I don't know, I just really kept adding to the sequins mix and had a lot. So I made a lot of shakers. And I'm liking those. It's a nice shake. Nice and satisfying shake. And then I made some wax seals. So on the top row are witches, and then there's bats below, and I used black, pink, and gold to go with the collection. Really happy with how my seals came out. When they come out perfect, it's just so nice to not have to redo them. These are just some die cut words and little Halloween themes that I have just made for her to just be able to use on her projects next year. I had 2 rosettes left over, so I just bagged those. And then I made 2 of the ghosty shakers. So that's it as far as the paper stuff. Now here is the main thing. So we wanted to swap Tim Holtz. I have spent a couple years collecting Tim Holtz things for Halloween and haven't made a little box. Now I don't know if y'all say vignette or vignette. I guess if you fancy, you can say vignette. But I'm just going to call it a shadow box. So I made this coffin shadow box and it was so much fun. So you can see I kind of have the sides all distressed. I knew the bone was going to fall out. I should have maybe glued those in, but so I have distressed the sides and tried to give it like a patinaed look. So basically how I achieved that is I was using my Tim Holtz glass mat, okay, and it's very, don't judge right now, but I have the little media thing on there. So what I was doing was just adding my Distress ink pad, and you know, I put some ink here and then added water to get it moving, and then I used a 3D gloss gel, and so I basically like made my own paint, and that's what I used to age the sides there. And I'm really happy with how it came out because I came back and like darkened it up with a sponge applicator as well, and I'm just really happy with how that came out. And the next thing I did was I added gold. I added black gesso to all of the inside, all of the inside panels, and then I added black gesso to this top little thing here, but then I went over that with some mixed media wax that I have, and it was like a bronzy color, so I just applied it unevenly to kind of give it this age look, and I'm really happy with how it came out. It is exactly the look I was going for. Layered over that black gesso, it is just perfect. On the sides here, I have just glued in some of this Tim Holtz collage paper. It's Tim Holtz Halloween collage paper, and I just glued that in. I can't remember. I probably used Mod Podge. I might have used Mod Podge for that. Okay, but then I went over that with just some distress inks and like a green and brown to kind of age that. Now the paper in the back, I also did the same thing. I used a mixture of green and brown just to like distress the sides and even going into the inside just to make it look really aged. And for the cauldron, this is pretty much how it came out of the package. I did try to darken it up a little bit with some black alcohol ink, and I'm really happy with how it came out. Now this piece is like really sturdy. Sorry, my camera is shaking. This little piece here, so this little piece is a stone, and this is from the Dollar Tree. It's in the floral section, like you would use at the bottom of a vase or whatever. So I just took one of those round stones and distressed it with alcohol ink, and then over the top of that I had these little bubble looking gems, and I used alcohol ink to distress that as well. So that's a little, I just liked the contrasting color, so I made the bubbles orange, and it just really looks like it's like boiling over, like a boiling cauldron. I just thought it was so cute. So I've used some of the witch paper dolls, and to achieve this look I just used a Tim Holtz Distress Crown and applied it to my silicone mat and kind of just blended green and orange together and kind of put that over their faces and hands. And I did the same thing with this chipboard sticker here. I just kind of distressed it just to like make it look old. This bat was from the maybe 2019, I'm not sure which year, but this bat and this little piece up here came from a Tim Holtz Halloween collection, and I just used alcohol ink to darken both of those pieces up just so it wouldn't look like new. I just really liked the darker look of it. And then I used this is a Tim Holtz skull. This is also a Tim Holtz skull, and then the Tim Holtz pumpkin. I used just a little bit of moss there. I used a little bit of moss here by the tombstone. Now this tombstone is just basically out of the package. I didn't really do anything to it. I added some moss down here and some bones that I glued down. Now all the bottles I distressed with ink. I also distressed this little eyeball. This is a Tim Holtz eyeball, and I used butterscotch alcohol ink to distress that. The bottles, I basically did just a couple different colors. So this one is like orange, and I distressed the whole thing with orange, and I used some of the blending. It's the same little container that alcohol inks come in, but it's like a blending one. So I use that to kind of spread the color around and give it a more uniform look. And then on this orange one, I went back in with a paintbrush, some alcohol ink on a paintbrush to kind of create some contrasting texture on that bottle and just make it look really aged. So that one I glued down so that it looked like it was fallen over. And I just wanted this one. It's definitely a Tim Holtz little jar. These two might have been from Dollar Tree. I don't know. But I used this Tim Holtz one that had one flat side so I could glue the eyeball to that. And on this one, I just used alcohol ink in green and then the blending solution to achieve that look. I used one of the little tags from Tim Holtz, and I distressed that with black alcohol ink as well. And I just used some black embroidery thread that I had to tie that little tag that says bones around. And then I put the little bones in the jar. And that's basically all I did, but it took me so much longer than I thought because, like I said, I've been collecting these items slowly over years and haven't really gotten to play with them very much. So I'm super happy that this is my first one that I made. I think it came out how I wanted it to. So I'm just very excited, and I hope she likes it. I hope she likes it as much as like I had fun making it. I just really enjoyed it, and it was nice to like get dirty, step out of my comfort zone, and I really just love it so much. So if you have any questions, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. If you want to say hi to Mary, I will put her information down below. Give her a follow if you're not already. She's an amazing crafter and an amazing friend. And I'm really happy to have been paired with her in a swap a few years ago, and we just hit it off. And I think it was a Valentine's swap we did first. She probably remembers. I have no sense of time and memory when it comes to that stuff. I would have to literally pull everything out. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next crafty video. Be sure to give Mary a follow.